Thank you for pressing play. Your presence here brings joy to my heart. Greetings, viewers. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of Olle Rimfors in this video. Olof or Alfred Rimfors, 14 May 1896 – 26 February 1994, was a Swedish ski pioneer, ski instructor, military officer, and sports official. In 1934 he introduced alpine skiing in Sweden together with Sigge Bergman, after studying for a month at the ski school of Hannes Schneider in Street Anton am Arlberg and competing in the FIS Alpine World Championships. With the foundation laid, let's embark on a journey into the early years. Olle Rimfors was born as Andersson in the small village of Vretstorp, Rebro County. His father ran the village hotel, a dairy, and a sawmill. When he was 4 years old, he got his first pair of skis as a Christmas present, skis that his father had bought in Norway while trading timber, only a few months before his sudden and tragic death in 1901. Skiing was still a rare novelty in the populated parts of Sweden, so Olle became self-taught after persistent practice on the heights where he lived above the village. In 1912, Olle Rimfors joined Skidförbundet, the Association for the Promotion of Skiing in Sweden, now Swedish Outdoor Association, and shortly thereafter he began a career as a cross-country skier and ski jumper. He won 3 county championships in Smen and Nurk for Rebro Sport Club, in ski jumping 1921 and Nordic combined 1921 and 1922. He also won the prestigious Iberstein military competition in 1924 and the NOVOS competition in 1920, 1922, 1924 and 1930. From 1927, Rimfors was a ski instructor at Skidförbundet's technique courses in Storlien. In 1931 he debuted as an author with the book Handbok I Skidlöpning Del 1 Handbook in Skiing Part 1. The same year he shot the first Swedish film displaying alpine skiing, Treman Skidder 3 Men on Skis, together with Gunnar Dylan and Folk Thern, a propaganda film for alpine skiing and Skidförbundet's tourist facilities in Romshyttan, Storlien and Riksgränsen. At the same time, Rimfors' acrobatic skills spread across the country via postcards with his front flip on skis. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore the groundbreaking earth through a fresh lens, unlocking new perspectives. Inspired by Hannes Schneider's and Arnold Fanck's book Wonder Edition issues, with images from the film with the same name, Rimfors decided to study the new Arlberg technique at the source in Street Anton. The chairman of Skidförbundet was Ivar Holmqvist. He was also the head of Jummerland Ranger Corps in Östersund, where Rimfors served as an officer. Holmqvist was also the chairman of Skidförbundet and the first president of the International Ski Federation (FIS), so he sponsored Rimfors and his friend Sigge Bergman, who later became Secretary General of FIS, with 150 SEK each. Since Major General Holmqvist was also vice chairman of Svenska Skidförbundet, the Swedish Ski Association, Rimfors and Bergman got another 100 SEK each for the Grand Tour to the Alps. On January 21, 1934, they left for Street Anton. Rimfors and Bergman rapidly progressed in Hannes Schneider's ski school, also learning how to adapt Swedish equipment to alpine conditions. After 1 month with Hannes Schneider's best teacher, they went on to the 1934 FIS Alpine Championships, later recognized as the official World Championships. Representing Sweden, Rimfors finishes also 37th place in slalom and 39th place in downhill. After returning from the Alps in 1934, Rimfors began to propagate for alpine skiing according to the new Arlberg technique. Rimfors and Bergman's book about their adventures, Skidar I Alpina on Skis in the Alps, became a blockbuster when it was released before Christmas 1934. The public interest grew rapidly for the new alpine sport, also as a form of recreational activity. On January 2, 1935, together with Ivar Holmqvist, Gunnar Dylan, Folk Thern and Helge Lindau, he formed Sweden's first slalom club, Skidförbundet's Slalom Club. Inspired by Hannes Schneider's system, Rimfors, together with Holmqvist and Bergman, founded and organized Sweden's first ski school, Skidförbundet's ski school, in Storlien and Riksgränsen, opening during New Year. That same winter, he launches the first Swedish alpine ski Captain Rimfors model through L. Jensen's ski factory in Östersund, the first industrial ski factory in the world. The following years, Rimfors constructs more than 40 ski slopes around Sweden, including Bruksvallarna, Brock, Edsbyn, Funställen, Hammerfjäll, Slavsk, Storlien, Sundsvall, Tundalen, Terneby, Vemdalen, Östersund. Together with Holmqvist, he had been promoting a national championship in alpine skiing, and in 1937 he organizes the first Swedish championship in slalom, held in Gustavsbergsbacken on Fsen in Östersund on April 4, 1937. On June 27, the same year, Rimfors, together with Skidförbundet and the Swedish Ski Association, establishes the Swedish Ski Instructor's Diploma, also inspired by the Austrian model, to regulate the issue of ski instructors. On the February 5, 1938, the first ski instructors passed the new Swedish exams. Moving on to the next segment, we have the origin of the successful Stenmark slalom turn. In 1952 at the Oslo Winter Olympics, Olle Rimfors was leader and coach of the Swedish alpine squad. Observing all the nationalities training at the Norrfjäll and Rekiva Olympic courses, Rimfors noticed that the Norwegian champion Stein Eriksen had modified the predominant slalom technique of the racers, the French parallel kick-turn raid. Standing behind the racers, Rimfors noticed that the sun did not reflect simultaneously on both skis while Eriksen turned around the gates. Stein Eriksen had developed the kick-turn further, and lifted the inner ski slightly, gaining a little more momentum from the outer ski than the other racers. Inspired by Stein Eriksen's new technique, Rimfors spent the next few years developing it even further. He called it diagonal turn, intending to make it the official technique in Swedish ski schools. Since he was head of the ski school in Hemavan, the neighbor village of Terneby, he spent a lot of time in Terneby as well, not only mapping out ski slopes, but also training Terneby talents, among them Erik Stenmark, father of the most successful alpine ski racer ever, Ingemar Stenmark. When the new Austrian ski technique was presented at the International Interski Congress in Storlien in 1957, Rimfors decided to abandon the diagonal turn in favor for the new Austrian Widdeln technique. In the rural village of Terneby, the diagonal turn survived, and was refined even further by the young kid of Ingemar Stenmark. Later on, as Stenmark dominated the slalom and giant slalom races, the technique was renamed Klivsvingstedt turn, a more suitable name. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of organizing ski instruction and mountain rescue and exploring its real-world applications. In 1939, Rimfors, together with Gustav Birch Lindgren, David Mr. Jones Jonasson, Sven Swerd and others, founded Svenska Igloo-klubben, the Swedish Igloo Club, whose main task is to promote extended ski trips in the high mountains. In 1958, Olle Rimfors founded Svenska Skidlärarföreningen and the Swedish Ski Instructors Association, and was also its first chairman and interim chairman from January 1957. He was also a board member of Skidförbundet, board member of L. Jensen's ski factory, and head of the Jommerland Mountain Rescue. Rimfors was also sports official and coach for Sweden's alpine team at the 1948 and 1952 Winter Olympics. During, Rimfors was chairman and founder of the Swedish Ski Association's Slalom Committee, the forerunner of today's Alpine Committee. Between 1950 and 1966, he was also head of the ski school at Skid och Friluftsfrämjandets mountain resorts in Slien, Storlien, Hemavan and Riksgränsen. In the next segment, we'll be exploring products and ski equipment and its implications for our subject matter. Olle Rimfors contributed to the development of ski equipment and designed his own brands of ski bindings, skis, poles, wax, and so on. He rationalized the ski waxing methodology with his waxing chart. In the late years, he also developed the purpose-built book Rimfors Balkan for winter expeditions in the mountains. Rimfors Balkan and the Rimfors ski poles are back in production. Lieutenant Rimfors ski binding. Lieutenant Rimfors ski binding from 1922 by AB ran fabriken Simbria Simrishamn, Sweden. Rimfors Valning Stable Rimfors waxing chart from 1927 3 M. Jernson Östersund, Sweden. Rimfors Balkan by AB Inland and Gelson Östersund, Sweden. Soleft Ski Factory Soleft, Sweden. Soliton Sport Soleft, Sweden and Sigbaden Östersund, Sweden. Rimfors Skibvilla Rimfors Ski Waxes, 3 M. Jernson Östersund, Sweden. Rimforstaven Rimfors ski poles from 1933 by AB England and Gelson Östersund, Sweden. Captain Rimfors slalom ski to Captain Rimfors slalom ski from the winter of by L. Agensson's Ski Factory Östersund, Sweden. Rimfors Bergman's Hergrundvilla Rimfors Bergman's base wax from the winter of by Skid from Jandit, Stockholm, Sweden. In this chapter, we'll be unraveling the enigma of selected filmography and discovering its transformative power. Trement Skidda, 1931 Skid from Jandit och AMF Skidda I Alpine Skid Sport Live I Estai Kochschweiz, 1934 Privet Idlu, 1936 SF Rational Skitrening, 1937 AMF Forte Garagementet, 1946 AMF Milita Skidatbuldning, 1955 AMF Spivak, 1957 AMF Pokragning, 1957 AMF Mid Gymnastic och Idrottsskolan I Storlien, 1957 AMF. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from my channel.